Rude!
Welcome to Cat and Raven Designs. I'm Cat, they, them.
And I'm Raven, she, her. And we are back for another collection. Welcome to October. It is the Baked Goods collection. It is also the day this video comes out, my actual birthday. So, happy birthday to me! Yay!
Happy birthday!
October 3rd. When we are filming this, it is definitely not my birthday, but
No.
Hey.
It is not your birthday today,
No.
officially.
No, you're not getting me. Get. I'm up first. No. Scoot. Now that we're all cleared up over here, I am first up in our baked goods collection. We are bringing you 4 total designs this month. We're also doing double batches because we've noticed the last couple collections, things have been selling out, which is cool. We really appreciate that, but that means that maybe we need to increase production just a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. We're definitely doing an increased production for this collection and the next collection. I don't know about that after that. This is kind of our busy season, so we'll see. So this is my design for today. I'm calling it Chalky Chips. It is sort of a chocolate chip ice cream sandwich. So we have our chocolate chip layer, all white vanilla, and then our other chocolate chip layer. I have done some hand-piped chocolate chips because I'm out of my mind, and I'm not going to be putting fragrance in the white layer because it does discolor.
I should figure out if my fragrance is this color.
I mean, that's usually a thing to check. Yeah, and given that it's baked goods and baked good fragrances tend to discolor, I would not be surprised. Anyway, let's get started on fragrance and colorants.
Birthday sex. Birthday sex.
Why?
Because I am obnoxious.
You said it, not me. All right, my fragrance oil is chocolate chip cookies from Nature's Garden. Fragrance notes are there on the side. If you've missed it, gosh, like over a year ago now, maybe 2 years, Nature's Garden got purchased by a new owner. So that is why we are back to purchasing from them again.
Well, so far they seem to be putting their money where their mouth is.
Yeah, which I appreciate. So the fragrance oil does discolor, like I mentioned. So I'm only going to be putting it in 2 of the layers. I will admit, I'm not loving this fragrance oil out of the bottle. Sometimes that happens where out of the bottle, it smells really different than it does in the soap. So we'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow with the actual soap. I suspect better, but you never know. And then for colorants, in my big bucket here, this is 2/3 of my base oil. I have honey blush, a little bit of yellow vibrance, and a little bit of titanium dioxide. So like I said, this is going to discolor. So I think that this will become darker. I did already add the fragrance oil and some vanilla color stabilizer in here, but ultimately it will probably still discolor to a certain extent. And then over here, I just have titanium dioxide. So over here in my little hand-piped chocolate chips, I used just brown iron oxide. Why are there chocolate chips everywhere? How? Get back in there. So let's go ahead and hop into safety mode. What to do? I know, I found my apron. So let's do a safety mode like this. There we go. And we are in safety mode, so let's go ahead and get started. So like I mentioned, this is in 3 layers. I'm going to be pouring this in 3 separate batches. I've got the brown color already mixed up in 2, so that way they are the exact same color. God dang it, I will have that happen. So let's mix up
We'll see.
Let's mix up the first layer and add our chocolate chips and get this poured into the loaf.
How'd that work with Barbie?
You're saying a lot of words that I appreciate.
She's trying.
I will be succeeding. Thank you very much. And I've already got my lye measured out, my nice little 1/3 containers. In we go. Here we go. Ooh, that's looking creamy. And I just put this in my junk bucket because I'm stupid. Dang it. Ugh. All right, now that that's mixed up, let's add our first bit of chocolate chips. Okay.
He thinks he may have not made enough chocolate chips.
Well, it's a little late now. I made a lot.
I think what you probably would have served you better is to do like the chocolate chips to like sprinkle on top and then just kind of done like chunks like poured like in that flat little thing and then just made like chocolate chunks.
I thought about it, but I just didn't think it was going to come out right. All right, first pour. I don't know. It seems like there's a pretty good amount. Guess we'll see.
Are you going to have enough for the top?
Yeah, I think so. First layer is set up. I don't know how well you can tell on camera, but the way that I check is that I will tilt the mold and drop it and see if anything moves. And I can also tell from looking at the surface that it's much more matte than it was. So that's sort of the trick. Oh, I should have rinsed this. Oh, well.
It'll just be like French vanilla ice cream. Yeah?
Well, there's no fragrance in the white layer, so it should be just fine. The white will overpower the tiny little bits of brown that are still on the blender.
That's what I mean. It's like, worst case, it'd be like French vanilla.
Yeah. All right, time for the final layer. Let's go. Do you remember when we used to always pour the lion like a really particular way and like be trying to blend the oils at the same time the lye's going in and all that stuff?
I mean, I never did that. It was always you.
I was always willing to try out things that might make the soap turn out better.
I think the most particular I ever was about pouring the lye in was anytime you gave me 2 containers, I tried to cross the streams. What?
Just, it's very you. That's all.
Ghostbuster says don't cross the streams. So, ain't no Ghostbuster telling me what to do.
Oh, of course. Of course. It looked like somebody was telling you what to do, so of course you had to sit there and argue about it.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
You get it.
I don't like that I get it, but I get it. I don't know. I really wanted this collection to be something kind of fun for fall. I feel like sometimes our fall collection ends up being, I don't know if boring is the right word, but not as inspired as some of our other collections. So I wanted to do something, fun. And I think baked goods are really fun. I like to do baked goods, personally. I don't know if you follow us on our vlog. I cook a lot in the vlog. Okay.
You cook a lot. We both bake.
I don't think I got a really good shot. So these are the chocolate chips, just a nice little close-up. They are not even the frosting recipe. They're just our regular base recipe, which is probably why they're still a little bit squishy. They're sticking to my glove. Please stop sticking to my glove.
Well, I think part of it is we only just replaced our dehumidifier again.
Oh my god, don't even get me started on the dehumidifier. Oh.
How's the new one working?
Good. Thank God, because it was driving me a little bit crazy. Can you stop sticking to my glove? Please? Oh my gosh. Nobody invited you to behave this way. Stop. There. Okay. That's it on the top of this one. I just need to get the extra poured into the little mini loaves. So in the meantime, this is, of course, the usual time for your sacrifice to the algorithm gods in our name. We appreciate it. Please make sure that you leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. We do a full collection like this every month, plus our permanent lineups on our website, catandravendesigns.com. Yeah, this collection is going to be coming out on Friday, October 25th. We always have the collection out on the last Friday of the month, but let's go ahead and give you your reward with the top of the soap. And here is the top of my chalky chip soap. I know it's a little bland on the top, but I think that's going to be okay with the overall look of the finished soap. So we're going to let this set up overnight, and we will come back tomorrow to cut this down into bars. In the meantime, if there's an ad available with YouTube, we'll let that run, and we'll see you in a second. Bye-bye. Hi, from Editing Raven. Apparently our lav mics were not plugged in for this next segment. I didn't realize. It's fixed on the later videos. Don't make a joke about the fact that I'm in a closet right now. Let's get to it. I saw myself from like this angle in the mirror at work today, and I was like, damn, my does look good in these jeans. Like, I was a little distracted by my own for like a brief moment. I was like, oh, look at yeah. Welcome back. It is time, belatedly, to cut the chocolate chip ice cream cookie sandwich. That was a lot of words I just said, and I don't know if those words were in the right order. I've had a long week. We were supposed to cut these like 4 days ago, and we haven't, so they should be plenty ready to come out of the molds. So here we are. Probably could have stand to steam treat these, so maybe I will steam treat the individual bars afterwards. Smells much better in the soap after it's been sitting than it did initially out of the bottle. I was not 100% behind the out of bottle scent.
Do the clean layer.
Just do the usual. I didn't think this through. All right, let's get this all lined up.
One of these days, you're going to mention the fanfic, and somebody in the comments is going to be like, I read your fanfic!
Oh, I am not. I'm not keeping... I will absolutely edit out any mention of the fanfic I help write. It's not staying in. That's my business. Anyway, let's go ahead and give this a cut. We've got Vanya all set up and ready to go. Let's go, friends. Oh, thank you, dishwasher. Dishwasher is also ready to go. You know, maybe it was good this sat for a while. This is still kind of soft.
Yeah, I noticed that when I picked it up.
Here we go. Ready?
Yes.
Oh, see? I had enough chocolate chips. Yes. It's cute. See, that's what I wanted. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah. Cute. Okay. Is it really complex? No. Is that okay? Absolutely. Smells a lot less synthetic now that's in soap. That happens sometimes with fragrances where the out of bottle or the oob is really different from the in soap scent. Where the out of bottle for this one, for me, I was like, I don't know about this. But in the soap, it smells good. The oob.
The oob.
The oob.
The oob. It sounds like a Doctor Who villain.
The oob. All right, should we do one more vertical, perhaps?
Sure.
And here's another one. See, that's a really good distribution of the chocolate chips. I'm happy with that. Yes.
Was it you or the house cryptid that likes Doctor Who?
It's not me. Sorry. I'm a bad nerd. I don't really dig Doctor Who. I tried.
I like David Tennant's Doctor Who.
I like the grumpy guy.
Which one? The
first one from the most
recent. He was my first Doctor. I love him.
Not the. I guess it's not the most recent. It was from like 2004, but
the reboot.
Yeah, I liked him
with like Rose Tyler and whatnot.
Sure, I don't know who that is, but sure.
She was his companion.
Look, I don't think I even got to the point that he went away.
Oh.
I did not get very far. Look, okay, bad take, horrible nerd, feel free to take away my nerd card. I don't like Doctor Who. I don't like Supernatural. I used to like Sherlock, and then it got not great, and now I just kind of don't like it at all anymore. I'm a super Who-lock failure.
Okay, no, so we're gonna go ahead and do you one better. Raven is not nearly as bad of a nerd as me. I hate Star Wars.
Oh!
With a passion.
The hottest of takes.
Star Wars with the freest of speech.
All right, so here is a close-up on one of the bars. I think it came out really well. Like, here it is next to my design. Pretty good, I think. Pretty on point for what I was going for. So we're going to let these set, and if I have the time... Rude! If I have the time before this video goes up, because I have maybe like a week before this video is going to go up, if I have an update to how much this discolored, I'll put that here. If I don't, sorry. What?
Love you.
Oh, I thought you were like, smack me in the face. This is the first entry, of course, in the Baked Goods collection, which is going to be available on Friday, October 25th, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, catandravendesigns.com, per the usual. We do a monthly collection, and we have a new video out every Thursday that is part of that collection. I do miss doing like 8 soaps and doing 2 videos a week, but I don't have the time. So for now, would you?
One of these days you'll actually hit me.
They want me to. Anyway, so this is your hydration reminder. Please make sure you hydrate, friends.
Make me.
I don't know if it's too late to register to vote, but if it's not, make sure you register to vote. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you for the next video. Bye, everybody.
Don't just register to vote. Vote.
Yes. Also, actually do it. Thank you. Why are you so full of shenanigans?
Because I work in a middle school and my day was full of shenanigans.
You just like absorb them like a shenanigan sponge?
Yes. And then I have to like squeeze the shenanigans out.
I made a mistake with the analogy.